Hi, everybody. Today we're going to do a 10-minute practice on or for the neck and shoulders. So if you have any pain in your shoulders or in your neck, this will be helpful for you. You may need some props. Basically, 2 blocks and a blanket should do. So let's sit up nice and tall. Being aware of your posture is the first, I would say, the first step in making sure that your neck and shoulders are healthy. And one of the most common problems these days with all the technology we have is coming into a position like this. Phones, computers, and also something like this. If you're in this position for hours, on your couch, just imagine what's happening in your neck. So let's start by sitting up nice and tall, imagining you have a hook on the top of your head and a string being pulled up to the ceiling and feeling that nice long length of your spine. And then take your chin down to your chest. Inhale, roll your head to the side. Exhale, rolling through center. Inhale to the right side. Exhale, center. And just continuing like that with your breath. And then from there, let's bring the head back to center and let's tilt the head to one side. So imagine you're dropping your right ear to your right shoulder. Inhale, center. Exhale, drop your head to the other side. So remember, we don't want to drop the chin. So the chin stays parallel. It's just the head. Inhale, center. Exhale, side. Don't strain. Just keep it nice and easy. And bringing your head back to center, let's turn the head to the side. So gaze to your right without straining. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, center. So actually, a lot of people's problems with necks and shoulders are from not moving. A lot of times from limiting the movement. So if all your movement is head forward your whole life, the neck is going to get stiff because the body was made to move. It wasn't made for prolonged sitting at computers and on our phones or in cars. And now lifting and lowering. Lifting, extending, and flexing. Extending the neck and flexing the neck. One more time. Inhale and exhale. And then come back to center. So now we're going to do a stretch that helps, and I'll just show you back here is the rhomboids. So between your shoulder blades, this curved muscle here is the rhomboids, and up here is the trapezius. So these muscles get chronically tight, and a lot of times it's coming from the neck, okay, and we don't realize that. So this one, we're going to come back to the tilt. So take your head to the right in the tilt, and then just let the chin drop exactly from where it was. So making sure that your chin drops towards the collarbone, and then you should feel the stretch in the side of the neck, but more in the back, going down towards the shoulder blades. Breathe, 2 more breaths. And inhale, come back to the tilted position. So just lifting the chin. And then take your peace fingers to your right temple and lift your head back to straight. Let's try that on the other side. So tilt, drop the chin. Breathe. So as you breathe, you're bringing awareness to the upper back, shoulders, and neck. And then inhale, lift it up, take your peace fingers and bring it back. Very good. The next stretch we're going to do is the eagle arms. So you're going to bring your left arm up and back behind you like that. And then your other hand, your right hand, palm facing out, is going to climb up. You could use a strap here if that's easier for you. And let's take a few breaths together. Focusing on lifting your chest, shoulders back, left elbow going up, right elbow going back. Neck straight, if you can. And then let's switch. Left arm goes to the position the right hand was in, and then the right hand comes behind you. Breathing nice and deep into your upper back, shoulders. And release. Roll your shoulders a few times. And then hold on to your knees. Let's round the back. So you're going to draw your chin down, round your upper back. And then inhale, arch your back, shoulders back, chest lifted. Round your back. Inhale, arch your back. Round your back. Inhale, arch your back. One more time. Inhale, dog and cat. And then release. Let's lie on our backs. Another great pose and just position in general is the twist. So lie on your back with your knees bent. Bring your arms out to the sides. Inhale. You can bring your hips over to the left side of the mat first, and then bring your knees over to the right side of the mat. So this helps stretch all the muscles in the ribs, the chest. So a lot of times when the shoulders are, especially if you have pain in the shoulders, it can cause tightness in the pecs, or maybe the tightness in the pecs in the chest can cause the shoulder pain. So when you think about any kind of pain, you want to always think about the whole kinetic chain. So if it's the shoulder, it's not just the shoulder that you want to work on. It's actually maybe the chest, the neck, the arm. So our body is made to work together in parts. So noticing that great stretch across that left side. Take one more breath. And then inhale, bring your knees back to center. And bring your hips up and over to the left side, and then move the knees across the body to the right. Spinal twist. Let's take about 5 deep breaths. And then slowly coming back to center. And if you happen to have a bolster or even 2 yoga blocks, with 2 yoga blocks, you can put your bolster just the straight way behind you, the vertical way, or 2 blocks, one on the second level for your head, one on the flat level for the shoulders. And then you're going to lay the shoulders right on top. Now it should feel like your upper part of your shoulders are hanging off the block. So you want to make sure that the block is not right on your shoulders, but a little bit lower. So just the top of the block is right at the bottom of the shoulder blades. And then you'll rest like that. And let's just take a couple breaths here in Shavasana, final resting pose with the heart opener. Resting back in your Shavasana, and I will sit up and read you a poem. This is from Ingrid Goff Madoff from her book, Befriending the Soul. We are both a soul and a self in the world, embodied, aware, just not as small or limited as our intellects would make us. We want to ease down and into remembrance of our wider self, the consciousness that reaches beyond the infinite edges of the edgeless world. When we find stillness in our thoughts, another mind appears, a mind of peace and plenty, a mind in love with living, a mind of wisdom, clarity, and compassion, the essence of who we are. Slowly begin to deepen your breath. Wiggle your toes, your fingers, and gently bend your knees and rolling off your props into fetal position. Slowly coming up to seated, bringing the hands together at the heart center in prayer. Sending you much loving kindness today. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you live with ease. May your neck and shoulders be pain-free. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with us.